Research labs across the globe hold the fragmented pieces to human survival. A university in Europe perfects a water filter. A corporate lab in California extends a mouse's lifespan. These technologies exist today, but they sit isolated behind paywalls and institutional silos, unable to interact with one another. Inversion Labs built an artificial intelligence to fix this exact bottleneck. They call it the Biocapped Invention Engine. It reads millions of isolated patents and clinical papers, searching for proven mechanical and biological pieces that fit together across entirely different scientific domains. The group didn't hold a press conference to announce their findings. Instead, they uploaded the engine's raw output directly to a public code repository. This single repository contains detailed step-by-step schematics for decentralized water production, modular farming systems, and a multi-phase protocol to reverse biological aging. By dropping these blueprints online, Inversion Labs intentionally bypassed academic journals and patent offices. They placed operational survival tools directly into the public domain. The Biocapped engine does not invent new laws of physics. It acts as an integration engine, identifying peer-reviewed components and stacking them into highly optimized configurations. Take the passive solar desalination array blueprint. The blueprint describes a $50 zero-electricity device capable of providing daily clean water for an entire family. The foundation of this device is a highly specific graphene oxide membrane. Researchers at the University of Manchester first published the mechanics of this membrane in 2012. Graphene is a single layer of carbon atoms arranged in a hexagonal lattice. It filters out heavy metals and salt at the molecular level, but historically it required high mechanical pressure to push the water through. The AI solved the pressure problem by pairing the graphene with a metal organic framework, or MOF, developed at MIT in 2023. The MOF pulls moisture directly from the air using ambient sunlight, feeding the membrane without the need for mechanical pumps. The AI applied this same integration logic to food security. Its vertical farm-in-a-box repository combines nutrient film hydroponics, which use 1/10 the water of traditional soil, and AI-optimized LED grow lights housed inside a standard 20-foot shipping container. To ensure these farms sustain local economies, Biocapped linked them to a parallel micro-enterprise system. This integrates existing mobile payment infrastructure, allowing remote farmers to sell their yields directly to buyers without intermediaries. None of these components are newly discovered, but by calculating the exact material tolerances needed to link them, the AI produced turnkey passive systems capable of sustaining populations. After addressing basic resource logistics, the Biocapped engine moved to complex biology. The Aging Reversal Protocol repository tackles cellular decay. Current clinical trials target single symptoms. They might clear out senescent cells or try to lengthen telomeres. Because biological systems are interdependent, fixing one piece while ignoring the rest results in failure. This flowchart outlines Biocapped's strictly mapped molecular dependencies. Cellular pathways must be cleared, erased, reset, and extended in a non-negotiable order. Phase 3 handles the epigenetic reset using 3 precise gene regulators, OCT4, SOX2, and CLEF4, intentionally omitting c-MYC to prevent tumor growth. These cellular reset mechanisms rely entirely on the Nobel-winning discoveries of Dr. Shinya Yamanaka, who first proved to the medical community that adult cells could be successfully reprogrammed all the way back to an embryonic state. The final repository in the drop leaves biology entirely to address thermodynamics. It provides a synthesis pathway for a room temperature, ambient pressure superconductor. The method relies on a process called kinetic trapping. By compressing hydrogen into a palladium-nickel-phosphorus glass matrix at extreme pressure, the amorphous structure prevents the hydrogen from reverting to a gas. When the pressure releases, the hydrogen stays locked in a metallic state. We already possessed the biology to reverse aging and the materials to achieve perfect energy transmission. The bottleneck was never raw discovery, it was finding the optimal configuration. The blueprints in this repository represent trillions of dollars in potential intellectual property. A single pharmaceutical company could lock the age reversal protocol behind decades of patents. Why give it away for free? Inversion Labs rejected that business model. Their documentation states that technologies dictating human survival and baseline evolution belong in the public domain by default. The corporate patent system secures profits by restricting access. This creates a drag on iteration, forcing researchers to navigate legal barriers instead of building on previous successes. The drop covers the foundational requirements of a high-tech civilization, from local resource independence to the thermal efficiency of room temperature superconductors. These blueprints are now mirrored on thousands of servers worldwide. The barrier of guarded, isolated discovery has been broken, not by a new invention, but by a better way of organizing what we already knew.